I'm Ellis.
And I'm Chrissy Ellis, and we're from Kansas City, Missouri.
And I'm not feeling so going Buzz Lightyear.
I'm going
Geeking on Walt Disney World
with Kurt, Lindsay, and the whole Geekin' gang. Say, hey, geeks.
Hey, geeks.
Hey Disney World geeks, Curtis Stone here, and welcome to episode 367 of Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This week, super geek Jamie Gives. She comes back to the podcast to share her very recent trip to Disney World, staying at the Caribbean beach with her husband and young son. And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. I'm really excited for you to be here. I've been here for over 6 years doing the podcast. Started with my daughter, Lindsay, and we started talking about our Disney World trips. And soon we brought on other Disney geeks to tell their trips. And quickly, I was amazed of a lot of things, but especially how positive, caring, and generous our listeners are. The podcast felt like a family to me, and pretty soon the listeners were calling me their podfather, and I continued to bring on our listeners, and they're telling their Disney World stories for us. And so excited about all the amazing relationships we've grown with our listeners, and we'd love for you to join our Geekin' family too. Come on to our private Facebook group. Look for the Geekin' Family podcast group in Facebook. It is private, and we'll get a couple questions that I'll have you answer, and then I'll check that out and get you into our awesome private Facebook group. And we'd love for you to join our Geekin' family. Now, we are independent Disney authorized travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge, and Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized platinum Disney vacation planner agency. And recently we've started a new segment with Mama and Auntie Judy. We call it Traveling Tips with the Traveling Tiaras. Let's bring them on now. We got a great response from our new segment, so I thought I'd bring them back. Here they are, the Traveling Tiaras. Mama and Judy, tips for the Traveling Tiaras. Are you ready to go this week?
Yep. Hi, geeks.
Hey, geeks. How are you? We're here. We're ready.
Great episode last week. Getting lots of great response from the Geekin' family. Just loving that.
Good. Good to hear. We're not as crazy as we sound, right? As we think we sound.
A double dose of the Traveling Tiaras.
Maybe we are as crazy as we think we sound.
Yeah, that could be too.
I know you've been crazy this week, making all kinds of changes with all the discounts coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. It was one of those mega, 5 hours on the phone without hanging up sessions. But we did it. We got everybody their discounts. If you want to book a new trip, we could probably get you a discount too. Right from January through about mid-April at this point. That's the discounts. Yep.
Great job. Hey, you guys remember what we were doing last year at this time? Kevin and I have been sharing the Grand Geekin' Gathering, the G3
we know.
Pictures.
I don't know if it's more depressing to look at all that stuff or, you want to cry when you're seeing it.
I've been having a lot of fun reflecting back. Kevin and I have been trading pictures and videos, and it's been a lot of fun just remembering a year ago we were down in Disney World enjoying our G3.
A year ago we were at Epcot. A year ago Sunday. Yep.
That was a special moment.
That was amazing.
Sure was.
Judy, do you have any fond memories of the G3 from last year?
I do. I thought about it. And I mean, the whole week was amazing, but I think my most special memory was the Thursday night, the very impromptu gathering up at the top of the Bay Lake Tower, and where we got to meet for the very first time Glenn and Jeff and Rob and Katie and Deborah and Deborah. And then we got to reconnect with Wendy and Deirdre and Heather and Rich. And it was just one of those happening events. It just happened. It was
and I was there too.
You were there on the phone. Yeah.
I mean,
when Glenn jumped over the sofa and just about knocked me over with a hug, of the bear hug. And there's part of me that wonders, I know we can't ever recreate that moment, but will we ever be able to get that close and hug each other again? You know, that
Oh,
worries.
God, yeah, we will. We will.
How about you, Mama? We weren't there for that.
Okay.
Judy beat us, even though she drove down.
I was there virtually. I was.
And Kevin and whatever your name is, Curtis. I actually got to meet Kevin before you did.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah, you got the pin.
I got the pin. Yep.
So
I met Kevin before I met Curtis. Pin.
Yep.
What a rascal.
Mom, what was your fond memory from the G3 last year?
My favorite memory was right after the speeches, and we went down to Mexico. Everybody was just mixing and mashing and drinking and eating and just talking to everybody. And then it kind of extended to, if you had a drink, and just let's walk over to the Mexican boat ride. And I think I drank most of Rob Madeiri's drink on the boat or before the boat. I don't remember, but I remember like, Rob, give me your drink, because I was empty-handed at that point. And Glenn walking like across the boat when everybody was in. We had like 2 boats, maybe more. I don't really remember.
And I remember that a whole bunch of people had gotten in line way ahead of us, and then they let us in the scooter line, and we kind of waved at them as we went.
Yeah, we got priority seating. We got in the fast pass. We had the Castros were in our boat, but when Glenn ever climbed over, that was hysterical. That was so much fun. And then we kind of moved it on down to, down past what's next, Norway and the American Adventure, and it was just really special. That morning was really awesome. But just afterwards, meeting everybody in Mexico, and my favorite spot, probably Kurt's favorite spot too, having those margaritas and just hanging out with everybody.
I know.
We got to meet Chad there for the first time, and Tony Ann and Mike and so many people. It was just amazing. And AJ was there with Claudia, and they bonded like instantly. It was just so awesome.
It was
amazing.
Really the greatest.
Really great.
I didn't know Mom was so anxious to meet everybody the first time. She told me afterwards.
Yeah.
I think that's something I heard from other people. But once about 2 minutes went by, that anxiousness just melted away, and everyone just had a great time.
You know what it is for me? I'm so bad at faces and names. And so even though I see pictures of people all the time on Facebook page, and it felt like I was just going to go blank, and I was going to be embarrassed if I didn't remember your name. You know, I didn't want to do that to anybody.
I think
I did, but it was all okay. So,
and then when we got there, you were behind us, but Kurt and Ken and I went over on the Skyliner, and we're standing there right at the beginning of World Showcase, and people started showing up. One came from this direction, another came from that direction, and they, it was just like instant friendship. It was like, oh my goodness, here's this one and here's that one.
Yeah.
And the group of people just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Everybody was passing out. Rob was giving out his tasty cakes.
Pins and
buttons and
so
magnets and all sorts of stuff. It was just so special. It was so neat.
It was overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
It
really was.
I think even the next day, it didn't catch me. I had to reflect back and I was just overwhelmed with joy. It was so amazing. All right, guys, let's get on to some questions. Kelly King, she joined our Facebook group. Welcome, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello, Kelly.
She says her biggest challenge in planning a Disney World trip is the wait. That time after you book your trip and you got to wait for, I'm so bad at waiting, but isn't the waiting time some of your best time of a Disney World trip, guys?
It's the most exciting. It's like you always have to have a trip in the pipeline. And this gives us time to make little tweaks. You might want to go here for dining, and then you want to change the dining, or maybe you'll change the resort.
Hey, Judy, I think we could be known as the Tweaked Tiaras after our as 20 times that we've gone, right? Do we even end up staying at the same resort that we actually booked? Hardly
Sometimes
ever, right?
no. Sometimes no, yeah.
I know.
Will you please keep the restaurant that I pick and not switch it?
Well, you have the best. You got Raglan Road.
We can't promise you.
No, I didn't get. You guys picked Raglan Road. I picked Spice Road Table.
Always on your hot list.
Yeah,
Raglan Road. So we did that special for you. Special for you.
It was just for you.
I need the Geekin family to back me up. These guys will not give me a break.
Nope.
All right. Yes, the wait is. You got to enjoy the wait. Have fun with us. We'll join in the fun.
Post your countdowns.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Renee Dwyer. What's one item? Now keep it to one that you always want to buy for yourself when you're at Disney World or Shop Disney, but either it isn't practical or you just keep putting it off. Judy, you have an item that you've been wanting to buy?
Yeah, and it's very not practical. I want to buy all new dishes and silverware with the Mickey logo on it.
You've already got a full. You got a full kitchen of it already.
But I want plates and silverware and bowls and which will never happen.
Never ends.
Little by little, you got to eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Right.
Whenever we eat at Judy's, actually, I really love your wine glasses with the Mickey and Minnie. Those are so, I don't remember. Those are really old. I've had those since the boys were little. I love those.
I've had those for a long time.
Those are fantastic. And one of these days when you're not looking, I'm going to steal some of your coffee mugs.
Yeah. I don't know. Would she notice? Would she not notice?
Yeah, probably not. She got so many.
I notice.
Mama.
Yeah, if you left the space where if you didn't put something in there, she'd notice.
Mm-hmm. I notice.
Yeah.
Mama, my answer was I want to buy a condo in Florida.
Oh.
That's good.
Can we buy a condo in Florida?
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
I want to be a snowboard. Yes, snowboard. I want to be a snowbird.
You could just ride on down on the ice all the way to Florida, right? Just
snowbird.
Yeah, we know.
Do you have anything you want to buy that you haven't bought yet
Yeah, well, my little my collection of Animales Fantasticos that I like.
Right.
Oh. They have these big ones that are like $300 and $400, like the bigger ones. I always get the little guys that are about 30 or 40,
Good answer.
Try to pick up one every trip, but I love those. I admire that they have like a crab that's about, 9 inches across and they're painted. And it's just really amazing. If anybody doesn't know what they are, if you go in the Mexican pavilion and you go down the stairs or down the ramp to inside the pyramid, you'll see a little, usually shoved way back in the corner, is a little artist that's making all the animales out of wood. I just love them. Every creature that you can imagine. And they paint them.
I will buy the animale alligator.
You know what? I have to check and see if I have the gator. I'm not so sure that I do.
Great answer. You've got a bunch of little guys, but
yeah.
I understand. A big one would be great. All right. I think this is a new client. Becky Struble?
Yes, she is. Hi, Becky.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Becky.
Wasn't she nervous to talk to us?
I talked to Becky.
No, Becky.
She's a sweetheart.
Becky was... Where did Becky come from, Auntie Judy?
From her, and I called her, and she's booked a trip, and she's a delight.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Becky, for booking with us. And she's got I love this question. I hope you got some good answers. Where's some of your best places on property to drink wine? One of our favorite things to do at Disney World.
I'm not a huge wine drinker. I don't know. I've heard people talk about Wine Bar George. I've never been there. You guys have been there. I
was going to say, I was a little anxious about going there. I thought it'd be a little bit stuffy, but it wasn't. Right. It was one of the best G3 meetings we ever had. It was my first time meeting Kevin Curtis Allen and Glenn Kessler.
Wow.
And AJ. It was just an awesome. Rob and Katie were there. Yeah. Deirdre and Auntie Judy. Wendy was there. Yeah, we had just great meetup. So that is a great place to drink wine. You haven't been down to Wine Bar George. I highly recommended. Judy, you got a place? I know actually a place they both love to drink wine.
Well, if I was going to just drink wine, I'd go to Italy because I've had some really good glasses of wine at the little takeout bar in Italy.
Yep.
They have really good wine.
That's fun. I'd love to do the little wine trail in Epcot. I don't think we've ever done that.
No, that's a great idea. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I know a place.
Wine in the in that little it's not Le Cellier in Italy. What's that little place
In
called?
Germany, we did wine in Germany with Heather and Rich.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, this is Kurt and I did a little flights of wine in there, but I can't think of the little wine bar in Italy.
Tutto Gusto.
Tutto Gusto wine bar. Yeah, that's very cute too. I'd love to go back in there. And lots of wine in there.
Tutto Gusto is a fantastic. Lindsay and I have enjoyed that by ourselves, and that was a great one. I can tell you where the Traveling Tierras had a great drinking wine time.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're
They came
say.
out singing after hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Not someplace you would definitely think that you would go to drink wine. I would, because it's more of a pub, and you would think an English pub would be beer.
I know, but
we did that meal, that fireworks meal, and we drank the Prosecco.
Rose and Crown after
Excellent.
the fireworks.
Fun.
Good time.
So much fun.
Laura Putman asked.
Hi, Laura.
This is give you some of your tips. You guys have some crowd beating strategies?
Yes, it's different now because of the different park openings and all. But I think our biggest tip is just to be there early as you can.
That's
right,
it.
Judy? And especially now with no fast passes, you can knock out a lot of attractions before the crowds hit, especially with no park hopping now. You can't leave when the park gets crowded. So that's probably, I think, our best tip at this point.
Just go early, rope drop it.
Early as you can. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be
Because it's crazy times now.
rope drop, fast passes,
Yeah.
and do the parties, fireworks parties and stuff. You can beat the crowds by doing all those dessert parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
a little different right now. Yeah. All right, Auntie Judy, do you have another tip before we close out this segment?
All right. I have a tip, and it's a real quick one. Maybe people aren't aware of this, but All Star Movies Resort is opening on February 9th. We can make reservations for you right now. So if you want to go to G3, give us a call, and we can get you reservations at All Star Movies, get you some tickets, and then you can make your park reservations, and you can be at G3 and join us.
Excellent. Did you check the prices on that one, Judy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. But it is a value. So if you want to get there.
Resort, so it is open.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Great.
it will be open February 9th.
Great tip. Great to hear things opening up. Mama, you got a tip?
Yeah. Yep. Mine is kind of an organizing type of trip. And I just was thinking, what am I going to talk about today that makes it easier to get to the parks or something in the parks? And I'm thinking one little thing that I do every night, usually before I go to bed, is I dump out my wallet and I take out all the receipts and kind of organize my money. Or I'm a big collector of napkins, as you guys know, right? I always grab a few spare napkins because you never know when you're going to need them. And then there's those receipts and straws and whatever else you got going in there. So I dump everything out. I make everything nice. Even the guys, check your wallets and flatten them out and get your junk out, or your backpacks if you have kids. Get it all organized the night before. Wash your cups out, and then you can just really run and go in the morning and know that you're all set. You're good to go.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're embarrassing when you get all those napkins.
I use them. How many times have we been like someplace where you had a quick shower and it's rained and you can't even sit down to tie your shoe? And I go, look, I got napkins in my, right?
Right. Yep.
I think you bring them home.
I don't waste them. I think
you bring them home. Well, thank you guys for coming on, and great job with your tips and answering the questions this week.
It's fun.
Okay, geeks. Yep, we'll talk to you soon.
See you later, the Traveling Tierras.
Have a good week. Bye.
Well, Mom and Judy did a episode last week, and they did their traveling tips. We're getting great reviews from that episode and from their new segment, the Travel Tips with the Traveling Tiaras. Thanks. I'm so glad they're coming on and doing that. Great information. I love the questions, and we're able to answer those questions for you and get a couple of tips from Mom and Judy. We had a great weekend. We went over to the Berkshires in Massachusetts, went to a beer pub there and had a nice lunch and then also a couple beers. And we took a drive into New York State along the Hudson River. Uncle Ken spent some time there when he was 18, 19 years old at a farm that raised Palladino horses, and he hadn't been back there since he was 18 years old, and he was really reminiscing and showing us the beautiful, boy, it's absolutely beautiful, the mountains. They've got the Adirondack Mountains and rolling hills and the river. Also spent some time at the Vanderbilt Mansion, and right next door, a couple miles, is the Franklin Roosevelt National Park also. Both those are national parks. They weren't actually open right now, but we were able to walk the grounds and see the beautiful view from the river and take some pictures. I want to do that when we can go, and they're open up. I think Ken said $10 to view the Vanderbilt Mansion. So that would be a lot of fun for another day trip. But for right now, we've got a Disney World trip to review with Jamie Gives, and she's got lots of food, lots of reviewing restaurants that we've recommended on the podcast. She stayed at the Caribbean Beach. You're going to get the Topolino, Tutto Italia, Skipper Canteen, Beaches and Cream, Hollywood Brown Derby, Ale and Compass, Tiffin's, Beer Garden, Liberty Tree Tavern, Kona. Oh my gosh, she's got so many great restaurant stories, her favorite things that she does, and real good tips for these times in the parks right now. I just love how Jamie's young son, James, held his own at all these amazing restaurants at Disney World. They prove eating is an attraction and adventure when you go to Disney World. Well, I guess I continue the trend of having geeks on the podcast who I've met in the parks before. It's like, I don't know if I'm just noticing it or I just have met a lot of people in the parks. And I really enjoyed meeting this next guest because she brought me sweets and beef jerky and all kinds of gifts when I met her at the Grand Geeking Gathering. So it's so fun having her back on the podcast. She's been on before. Let me tell you a little about herself. She says a favorite Disney memory for her is seeing Happily Ever After from her husband's plane as they flew into the Kissimmee Gateway Airport last year. She doesn't feel a trip to the parks is complete without seeing Donald Duck, and they used the Brown roller coaster at the Magic Kingdom to encourage her son to eat his meats and vegetables. Sounds like a trip over to the 50s Primetime Cafe. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Jamie Gives. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Kurt. Hey, geeks.
It's good to have you back on the show.
Yeah, glad to be back.
I'm so glad you went to Disney World.
Me too. I was using this as a getting through day to day for sure, looking forward to this trip, and we had a great time. So I'm glad we got to go. So glad. And geeks, if you're into hearing all kinds of food stuff on the Geekin' podcast, Jamie has got, I don't know, this is about 10 pages of notes for us, and thank you so much for sending me your notes. I was looking at the restaurants. I'm so excited to go through those and all the rest of your trip tonight. Oh yeah, it was definitely heavily influenced by the geeks for sure, though.
I like
lots
that.
of places that I heard about on the podcast and in the Facebook group that I had to add to my list to try. So we kind of, that was a big focus too, is I wanted to try to eat at a lot of these places to experience them for myself. So we enjoyed going to the parks and getting lots of food time in.
How was our recommendations overall?
Very good. Very good. They did not disappoint. So
perfect. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
And I always think of you, Jamie, because you did give me a cute little gift as we were at G3. And I love beer koozies. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before. I got a few things that I collect, like magnets and especially bottle opener beer magnets. But I also love to have those koozies, and a few of you guys have given me those. And I like it when I get something that's from where those people are, where they live, where they're from, kind of that too. It always makes me. So I think of you when I'm drinking a beer, Jamie.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And that beef jerky was pretty good too. I'm a pretty big fan of that. And you had some pralines. You're from Georgia, right?
Right, from Georgia. Yes, I am.
And I love the plane. We talked about this last time you were on, but your husband flies. Did you guys fly in on the plane this time, or?
We had planned to, and he was very much looking forward to it. But he actually noticed about a week before the trip that there was an issue with one of the landing gear parts when they were fueling the plane. He noticed something wasn't looking like it was sitting right, he noticed it. He ended up having to fix it, and unfortunately they sent him a wrong part. So kind of the last day before we're supposed to leave Sunday, but because the plane issue wasn't able to be completed, we really wanted to get down to the parks as early as we could Sunday. So we ended up driving down on Saturday. So his big thing was next time we're going to fly. We got to fly, again.
Right. Because if we're flying to Disney World, we definitely want the wheels to be working as we're landing, right?
Right.
That's kind of an important part
of everything.
Might throw things off a little bit.
Definitely.
Well, really cool that you were able to see Happily Ever After from the plane that close to Magic Kingdom.
That was awesome. That was actually, we went last year for my son's birthday also, and we got to see that on our way in that evening. And they don't always fly you over the Magic Kingdom, but sometimes you can see different parts of the park depending on the flight path that they take you on landing at Kissimmee Gateway Airport. And we were fortunate to get to see that, and it was just a whole different experience getting to see it from the sky. So
awesome. And so you love Donald Duck. What's your favorite outfit for Donald?
I mean, it's got to be Mexican Donald. I mean, and that was probably the saddest thing was, the fact that he wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't out
in Epcot.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
So, but we did get to see Donald in the little cavalcade in his little Halloween costume. So that was pretty cool. So.
Oh, what was he? I saw him in a Halloween costume. I don't know if you ever saw my picture. I might probably post it in our private Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
He was a vampire, I think.
Yeah, I'm now that I said that, I can't even remember for sure, but I think he was like a rocket ship kind of outfit, like a astronaut kind of outfit, or could have been so kind of saw him from a distance this time, but yeah.
I also love the Mexican, but I like his classic sailor suit too. I saw him I never had a really great interaction with him in Hollywood Studios coming out. He was out there near the beginning of the park. He's a good dude. Yeah, we saw him there one time too.
He is.
I like him myself. And what is the brown roller coaster? I'm not sure if it's the Seven Dwarfs or the train.
That's it. It's the Seven Dwarf Mine Train. So we had annual passes last year, so we took several trips, and my son was not tall enough. We took one last family trip in February where my parents and my brother and sister-in-law actually came also, and my niece was tall enough, but James still wasn't. And so he loves to watch the little photo pass videos that they do from the ride, and he always talked about the brown roller coaster and how he wanted to be tall enough to ride the brown roller coaster. And so, we told him at supper, you better eat that. You want to be tall enough for the brown roller coaster. And fortunately, he was tall enough. So that was a lot of fun on this trip. So.
All right, cool. We're going to get into that. So James is like 5 years old now?
Well, no, he just turned 4.
4.
So he's 4.
I was sorry to be aged. Yeah, I see it. You got it right here.
That's okay.
I'm aging him already. You don't want him to grow up that fast.
That's okay.
Where'd you stay, Jamie? So it's just you, your husband, and James, right?
Right, it was. We stayed at Caribbean Beach Resort. We had initially just planned to stay at Pop, but with the reduced park hours, I kind of wanted to try to stay somewhere that maybe had a little bit neater pool, because I thought maybe we'll actually go to the pool this time, which we usually don't take time to do stuff like that. So we changed our reservation over to Caribbean Beach Resort. We had actually stayed there in February last year when we went kind of on our first trip.
Okay.
And I wasn't really that impressed with it because, I mean, we were in the pirate rooms, and I felt like we were really far away from everything. And we probably honestly didn't really give the resort a chance and take the time to try to explore. But also the Skyliner wasn't there yet at that time. So, but I wanted to try it again and see, if we had a better experience on this trip. So
what do you think? What's the verdict?
I definitely was much more impressed this trip, and the Skyliner location was awesome. We ended up in the pirate rooms again, which wasn't our plan. But when we added our extra night, since we drove down a day early, that was the only room that was available. And they were able to keep us in that room rather than having us move rooms. And so, but our location was perfect because we were right across I don't know what body of water they call that, but the water that they have at the Caribbean. And so we just walked across the bridge right to the main Skyliner station. And that was great for the Epcot and Hollywood Studios days that we had. So
good location.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that resort. I think it's definitely improved. It was probably the one that would come in fourth place of the four moderates in the past. But I think the food has been, the food court's been upgraded. The restaurant there, although the restaurant I think is closed. Sebastian's.
Yeah, the restaurant was not open right now. The food court, we still were able to go to that, but the restaurant was not open.
But still, the Skyliner's a game changer, right?
Oh, for sure, absolutely, yes.
we know that. Where do you usually like to stay when you go?
We've stayed at Pop was probably our favorite of where we've stayed before on property until this trip. We also stayed at the Shades of Green. My husband works on the Air Force Base, and so we have the ability to stay there. And so that's been good too. But I do kind of like the being able to stay on property. More the actual Disney on property. Yeah. So. And you're a little bit closer, and we're, like I said, huge Skyliner fans. So like having that ability is bigger for us right now. So
this might be the best one you stayed at then.
I would say so probably so.
Was your decision to stay here instead of Pop because of the pool? How did the pool work out for you guys?
Well, it worked out. We still didn't get there until like our last day, which we should have probably tried to do that earlier. We enjoyed the pool. They have a really cute little pirate ship splash pad kind of area where they've got some smaller slides for younger kids. So it's kind of gated off. And so you can kind of relax a little bit, but still be able to watch them there. And then we also enjoyed time in the pool together as a family in the larger pool and slides too. So like I said, should have gone there sooner, but we did go there the last day and really enjoyed it. So we would look forward to going back there again.
Yeah, James had fun.
He did. He loved it. He really did.
Most kids do. They're pretty amazing pools. Yeah. I know if I was a kid, I was all about the pools.
Right.
How about the quick service? You had a little breakfast there, maybe? That's it?
We did the quick service. I really wanted to get the resort mugs just more as almost a souvenir for sure. I'm not sure. We probably didn't look into it good enough, but I remember on our first trip, they had like a place where you could refill your mugs in the buildings, even that were further away. And I kind of just assumed that they probably didn't have that anymore because everything's not, self-serve right now.
Right.
And so I actually brought some iced coffee that I made, used, but we used our mugs the whole time and a couple of times refilled them there as well.
The cast
they
members
have some different choices.
Cast members have to refill them, right?
Right. Yes, they do. So you just have to go up and tell them what you want, and then they give it to you, and you can pour it in yourself. So, but
do they still have the upgrade? You can do like a $10 upgrade for a nice metal cup.
Yes. So that's the one that we wanted because we had gotten the Skyliner ones when we went on a previous trip and stayed at Pop.
Yeah.
And that's like our favorite coffee mugs to use. Yeah. So I was like, we got to get the Star Wars one this time, So it's a good souvenir, and then you get to enjoy it while you're there too.
I think it's a good deal, they get us every time, Jamie, don't they?
Oh, they sure do. They know how to get us for sure.
I know. We wanted to get the Skyliner one too. They had just come out with the Star Wars, I think, and I don't know. I don't think we saw the Skyliner when we were there last time, but I would do the same if I see, like I need another one.
Right. Exactly.
I bought the gigantic one with the kid on it. The child. I had to have that one. I walked by that one in Animal Kingdom and went, yep, I gotta have that one.
Yep. That's how it goes.
But they keep everything cold and hot. They work well.
Oh yeah. They're great. And I mean, even like the next day you look in there and the ice is still sometimes in there. Matter of fact, before we got on, I released a patreon.com live recording. And if you guys are Patreon supporters and you heard like ice hitting my
metal mug. That's what it was. Exactly what it was. I was like, I wanted people to recognize that. But that's from the night before. The ice was still cold. So good stuff.
Wow.
Transportation. We know the Skyliner's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Did you take any buses?
We did. So that's kind of my only thing with Caribbean. So right now, especially, like, they're not obviously filling up the buses like they normally would. They do have partitions on the buses, and the bus driver tells you which, like, the seats are numbered, and he tells each group where to go sit on the bus. So the first day that we were going to Magic Kingdom, we were waiting at the bus stop kind of closest to our building, and we were waiting and waiting. I'm just not a good, like, patient bus waiting person, I guess. And so
not patient for anything.
Had our car, right. Yeah. We had our car there, and my husband was like, I'm going to go get the keys and let's just go in the car. And I think right after that, probably the bus went by, that we could have waited for. But we tried again the day of Animal Kingdom, and I thought maybe if we go to the main building area, it will be better. Like, we'll catch it before it's too full to stop. Because that's kind of what was happening, is they were passing by already full.
Yep.
And the lines were long, which that's kind of one thing about going right now, is the lines always look longer sometimes than they actually are because of social distancing. And so we waited, and we did ride the buses then, and coming back from Animal Kingdom, it worked great because the bus, like, drove up as we were walking up. So that worked fine.
Okay.
But it's just kind of tougher with buses, I think, in such a large resort. And that's kind of why in the past I've preferred the ones with less bus stops. But I would still go back to Caribbean because of how much we like the Skyliner. So
it's a good moderate resort. I like the feel. Yes. I love that Caribbean feel.
Right.
Music and all that. Well, we've talked about the resort. Everyone wants to know about resorts, but the most important thing is the food, Jamie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you got a really great long list here. Let's get into it. What were some of your favorite restaurants? Give me the first one.
Probably my top favorite of everywhere we went was Topolino's, but that was kind of later on in the trip we went there. We had just an outstanding experience with the server, like the waiters or the cast members, however you want to call them, being extra attentive and talking to us and everything. And just, it was a great experience. We really haven't eaten out since all this started with coronavirus as a family. And I felt like Disney's doing it really well, and in the restaurants, spacing everybody out and just taking care of everybody as best they can, for sure. So I'm
gonna follow your list.
Follow my list. Okay, so the first night we were there, we were at Epcot, and we went to Tutto Italia.
Yeah.
And that one was one that I wanted to try because we had gone to Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar before when it was just Byron and I on the trip. We really enjoyed that. And so I thought, well, let's try the restaurant. And we went in like three little wet rats from the rain because it was like the rainiest Epcot day ever or the rainiest day ever for us at the parks. And so we have our rain gear, and we're gonna be there, no matter what. But
good old Florida soaking.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask you when did you get back from this trip? This pretty recent.
We got back on Saturday, so the 26th. So we were there September 19th. We got there and we came home on the 26th. So it hadn't been quite a full week since.
All right, we're fresh. This is fresh in our memory.
That's right. So Tutto Italia, it was really good. The waiter was excellent. Like I said, they had everybody spaced out really well there. We had a carpaccio that was really delicious.
That looks good. Charred Wagyu beef.
It was very good. And that kind of lemon dressing on top just really kind of gave it an extra little kind of that acidic flavor to it. Was really good. Oh yeah, Parmesan cheese is like that's my. I love some Parmesan cheese, so that was really good.
Yeah, I love Italian too.
Oh yeah, me too.
What'd you have?
They had a ravioli entree that had grilled chicken and some different green vegetables like the beans and the asparagus, a little bit of pesto on it, but some delicious cream sauce. Byron was kind of all about the steak on this trip for a lot of the meals. So he got the steak, and then my son got the kids' pizza, which he's all across the board about whether or not he actually eats a whole lot of something or he doesn't. And I think by that point he was kind of tired of, the day was just a lot. So he didn't eat too much, but it was tasty because we had to try it too. So.
All right. Good start. Tutto Italiano.
Yeah.
I love Italian. Good job.
Oh yeah.
I'm a steak guy too.
One.
All right. Well, I'm sure we told you about Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar. I'm a big fan of that place. You got a lot of firsts. Let's look at the next first one.
Right. So we went to Skipper Canteen, which I know I've heard about lots of times on the podcast as well. So
usually get mixed reviews for Skipper Canteen. So I'm always curious to hear people's experience.
I think it was good. Like thinking back, it was definitely not one of my favorite meals of what I actually had.
Yeah.
Byron got it's chicken, or what is it? How they say it tastes like chicken because it is chicken. He had the fried chicken entree and he liked it. I got the hearty harchars. I don't know how you say it. The pork, and the sauce was a little bit to me like, I don't know, like almost like a overcooked taste of the sauce, I guess. It was good, but I would maybe try something else the next time, I went. I did enjoy the scenery in there, the decor and kind of the whole theming of the restaurant. And I felt for the servers there because there they are trying to do their little jokes and stuff. And they've got like a face mask on and then the big face shield too. So they were still doing it, still sticking with all the theming. So it was funny, and we had a good time, and that was James's actual birthday. And so we had a good experience with, they brought some little treats out for him, and he really enjoyed that. So
I like, so people, this is in Magic Kingdom. It's based off their Jungle Cruise. If you guys are new, right? Yeah. So that's what she's, they try to do those corny jokes. Not all the time though. So you're lucky if your cast members were doing the shtick.
Oh yeah. The one that we had was doing it. And then we got to hear the ones, for some reason, our seating was always like right near where people were coming in, which was really fine because they were all wearing masks. I mean, we weren't wearing our masks because we were eating, but they were all wearing masks as they walked by. So it wasn't like it was bad, but we got to hear each cast member say the jokes about, the windows or what, whatever they said. So it was really fun.
I like your appetizer because we had this in Epcot during one of the festivals, like one of the Brazilian festival booth.
Right. So this was, I was already decided I was going to try they have like a corn cake or something like that, some kind of appetizer that was on the menu. And I thought, and I may have even, because I kind of would like search in the Geekin group, like for the restaurant name and see like, what should we get on the menu? So I had seen that one and I was going to get that. But then when we sat down, the waiter said, oh, we've got this new item that's just been added back. And I guess some of the menus are more limited right now than what they typically are. This one was really good. I think it had some kind of like pesto or some kind of sauce, or maybe it was like a chimichurri sauce with it, but it was little small pieces of the Brazilian cheese bread. And it was really, really good for sure. So I would definitely recommend looking for that on the menu next time.
Cheese bread.
Next time, check it out.
I love it.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Now getting into one of my top 3 restaurants of all time. Let's see how Jamie made out.
Well, I think it deserves that title for sure.
Does it? Okay.
It was our first time at Beaches and Cream. We really enjoyed it. I was hoping to get. It was one of those. I use. There's a Mouse Dining website, and then also I use the touring plan. I got the touring plans account before this trip and used that to snag some reservations kind of later in, and was able to get this on James's birthday night, which was kind of a perfect place to go for a definitely 4-year-old birthday boy.
Yeah, definitely. Good atmosphere for that.
Oh yeah.
Ice cream.
They didn't do, I guess sometimes they do some kind of singing or something like that. They weren't doing any of that stuff right now, but
okay.
I kind of wanted to pick places a little bit too that we could get to on the Skyliner as well. And since this was kind of close to Epcot, the back entrance of Epcot, I figured it would be a good one to do.
Yep. Can be a tough one to get. It's not
right.
They've expanded it, but it's still not a lot of seating, especially if they're limiting the seating. Yeah. So good job.
Yeah. So
if you missed that little tip, use the touringplans.com. It's like what, 10, what is it, a year? You got to pay like $12 or something. I forget.
Yeah, it's not that expensive at all. And
they have a good service where they'll keep hammering the reservation system of Disney World until they get a reservation you're trying to find, then they'll email you. So good job.
Yeah. So, and we did get, I guess the biggest thing, one thing, I tried the grilled cheese with tomato soup, and I wouldn't have really expected, to do that myself, but it was really delicious. And James kept stealing the soup. It kind of had a little bit of a creamy tomato soup kind of quality to it. So I would definitely recommend trying that sometime.
That's one of Auntie Judy's favorites.
Oh yeah. We got the No Way Jose Sundae, which was absolutely wonderful. So I would definitely go back for that one too. So.
One of my favorites on property. That is.
Oh yeah.
That's in my top list for sure. The No Way Jose. It's got what's it got in it, Jamie? It's big, right?
It's right. It's predominantly, if you're a chocolate and peanut butter fan, it's like right up your alley, because it's got like the chocolate syrup and the peanut butter syrup and the peanut butter and chocolate chips. And
I am.
I used James as an excuse to get it. I was like, I don't know what kind of ice cream he wants, but this is what he's having for his birthday. So, and we both enjoyed it and probably ate more than we should have of it, but it was worth it for sure. So,
all right, you finished the sundae, the No Jose.
We left a little bit. I could have finished the whole thing though.
It's tough with a nice meal.
Oh yeah.
Did Byron like his burger?
He did. He enjoyed the burger. Byron's not as big on like sweets and stuff, so that's why often he doesn't really partake in the sweets. But he did enjoy the burger, the burger there. So
cute place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, another good one. You got lots of good ones. What's the next one?
So we went to Hollywood Brown Derby. We have some favorites at some of the parks that we've gone to before, and we really like Mama Melrose and have gone there on previous trips on more than one occasion, but I wanted to try something new. I've heard a lot about the Hollywood Brown Derby on the podcast and everything, and so I thought, let's try it and see how it is. And it was great.
Yay!
We had this outstanding ahi tuna appetizer. I don't remember if anybody's ever talked about this on the podcast, but it was cut so thin, it was like wet tissue paper on the tray, but you could still pick it up,
Nice.
And it was just very, if you like ahi tuna, it was excellent.
Perfect.
I tried the Cobb salad, and then I got grilled scallops with it because I love grilled scallops, and that was all awesome as well. Byron I thought the burger on there looked good. He was going to get something else, and then the waiter recommended the burger, and then he was really impressed with the burger also. So that's what we had. And I guess our biggest thing is we really like to do sit downs in the middle of the day, because it just gives us a time to kind of rest, regroup, relax before getting back out at the parks.
Right.
And so it's just kind of it's so nice to have that moment of calm and that, air conditioning and just relaxation before you get back out there and start going after everything again. So
did you have a cocktail there?
I did. I think it was like I can't remember the name of it. It was one of them with the little glow ice cube inside of it. So
that's cool. You know what one is famous there is the grapefruit martini.
Right. I had that one time from the lounge, and I kind of just wanted to try something different.
I like the flights. Trip. I like the flights there too, like the martini flights or the.
I debated those also.
Margarita flights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. What was the dessert?
I got the mango passion fruit mousse. I love the mousses at Disney World. The little blue one that they have at Satuli Canteen, that has the little yellow inside or whatever. So I just kind of like to try the different mousses that they have, and that was just really a refreshing. Having that fruity dessert was really good. So I enjoyed that one.
We're ready for Hollywood Derby.
Oh yes.
Kermit loves it too.
Yeah.
This is one that I have tried. Your next one. These are all, you're writing down first time for all of these.
We had to try them all out.
That's great. You know, it's hard. It is hard, Jamie, right? Like you said, when you got some favorites, it's hard to, sometimes it's hard to give up your favorites for a new one. You got to take some risks.
It is.
You got to trust the geeks, right. I guess.
That's right.
I don't think there's any that disappoint me when I go to Disney World. So.
Yeah.
I don't, very rare unless something goes sour.
Yeah. So we tried the Eatin Compass, and that was again kind of because it was on the Skyliner, so we could get there or get back to or not on the Skyliner, but close to the Skyliner. And it did work out that we went back on the Skyliner afterwards.
That's so great when you finish dinner or coming out at night from Epcot and you hop on the Skyliner. You're like the first stop over to the Caribbean beach. That's relaxing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for sure. And I really love the boardwalk area too. And I know you've said the same thing, but I went to one conference one time that was in that area. And so it's just so magical and all the lights and everything. It's definitely on my Disney bucket list to try to stay at one of the boardwalk resorts at some point.
Oh, I want you to do Beach Club. I want you to do Beach Club. Do Beach Club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Eatin Compass is in the Yacht Club, isn't it?
Yes, it's in the Yacht Club.
Our good friend Tony Ann recommended this one.
Right. In the Geekin Facebook group, she had recommended that one. And so we went there, and of course we get seated in this like room with like a few couples. And I thought, oh my goodness, here we are with our little, 4-year-old, which he wasn't being like screaming and stuff like that, but he's still more talkative and all that stuff. But it was still a great atmosphere, and the waiter was again excellent there.
It's pretty casual there. It's not that formal.
It's not that formal for sure, but I guess just being in that smaller room, it kind of seemed like it was. When you walk into the restaurant, when they took us back to our table, you can kind of see the open kitchen. So you can kind of see them preparing the food and everything. And they have these Parker House rolls that they do. And they do these different spreads with them. And one of them's like a bacon, and one of them's like a cheesy one. And there's like a buttery one. And so we saw that getting prepared. And we're like, we got to try that.
I'm all about that.
that for sure.
I'm with you there. I like the bread and spreads. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm really honestly not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I had like the fish there, and it was excellent. And then Byron again had steak there too. And it's fun kind of because there's lots of different options everywhere, traveling with a 4-year-old. There's lots of different options on the kids' meals of different things you can try that they can have. And sometimes the sides kind of complement, and then they, get what they are going to eat anyway. So we kind of were able to have James try some different things that maybe normally he, wouldn't go for, but he kind of surprised us because we ordered the fish for him, and he ate it, and it was salmon, which was a little bit surprising, but
he seems to be a pretty good eater.
It's good. He's a little bit, he is a good, more adventurous eater.
Yeah. For a 4-year-old, that's real good.
Not bad. They had, as part of the kids meal, I'm not sure if they gave us larger ones because it was his birthday or what, but they have these mini ice cream sandwiches, and it was like full-size chocolate chip cookies with ice cream in the center and then little sprinkles around the edges. And I had to steal a half of one of those for myself because he couldn't have finished them himself.
Of course not. So, I'm a big fan of those too.
Those were delicious for sure too. So
really good.
It's a great meal.
Eatin Compass coming through. I like that.
Yes.
You keep going to good ones here. You got another good one.
Yeah. So we went to Tiffin's on our Animal Kingdom day. And that's one I know that you recommended. I think you recommended that one to me before because Byron and I think when I did the podcast, when I talked about Byron and I's trip, we talked about Nomad Lounge and how much we love that one. And Tiffin's was excellent. That's where Byron had his favorite steak of the trip. So that was his favorite one of the trip. He had the surf and turf there, and it came, I think, with it came with some scallops, but he was really impressed with. He kind of tends to like his steaks on the more rare side, and a lot of times restaurants still cook it more than what he's expecting, and so he was really impressed with how it came out, and was like that one the best of all the trip.
I'm glad
the whole trip of all the steaks. So
I'm glad our recommendation served your husband. That's right.
That's right. It did.
I always think of Jeff McCartney for Tiffin's. He's a big fan of that one too. Yeah, I know Lindsay loved that one.
Yeah. So they had some excellent choices, and it's really beautiful in there, getting to see all the artwork and everything came from the travels of the Imagineers and everything. And our waiter was really knowledgeable and was explaining things in the room to us and everything too. So that was really cool. So I kind of enjoy art stuff. So that was a neat part of it too.
Inspired by who's the famous Imagineer that built the park there?
Joe Rohde. Is it Joe
Rohde?
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah.
I know we got a drawing. They had a card that was some of the drawings or something when we left that particular. We were there really early when it first opened up. I remember Lindsay and I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you got the Nomad's Lounge there too, which is always a good starting place.
That's right. They have an excellent dessert there too. They have this chocolate ganache dessert that was really, really good if you like dark chocolate. So nice. I would highly recommend that. I took every opportunity to try all the desserts on this trip. So
that sounds something like Mom. I don't know if Mom likes dark chocolate, but she likes berries and chocolate.
Oh yeah, the berries and the little caramelized banana. It was so good. So.
You are eating really well. You are.
Oh yeah.
You're killing it here. You got a couple more. You said Topolino's was your favorite though.
Yes, I think that was my favorite for sure. I know that I added that one after Susan Cox posted trip pictures in January and talked about the pasta. They have these cases, refrigerated cases with pasta hanging when you walk into the restaurant area. And I had a steak there that I'm still thinking about, the flavor of the potatoes and everything that they had with it. It was like a truffled mashed potato with a filet mignon, and it was incredible. So
this is an Italian restaurant, Jamie?
I believe it's like an Italian restaurant, and we went for dinner. They do have the character meal in the morning right now there, but they have the terrace outside where you can really see. I mean, you can see everything, lots of stuff from that, which is neat. And I think before coronavirus stuff, you could go up there and just have a drink up there on the terrace. And I believe they're not allowing people unless you have a reservation to do that.
The terrace is outside?
Right. It's outside. So you have to walk through the restaurant, to get there.
Cool. Great view.
We went out there to check it out. Oh yeah, it was really pretty up there, and it's definitely a good, if you wanted to go on a date night place, that was it. We did take our kid with us. I mean, we did it, and he was fine. So I mean, he behaved well, and I think it would be fine. That's one thing. I think it's fine to take your kids if you feel like they can do it, because there's other kids there. You're not going to be the only people with a child at a restaurant if you want to go there. So I'm glad we didn't pass that opportunity up to go because we really enjoyed it a lot. So
again, very convenient because you're staying at the Caribbean beach and this is at the Riviera. Right. So it's you could probably, I wonder if you could almost walk there.
You could from certain areas of Caribbean for sure. I mean, I'm sure we could have walked there from our location as well, but the Skyliner is a ride for James too. So, I mean, we took that opportunity to hop on and, we hop right off. But, and I loved getting to see those mosaics that they have, and they have a, walkway to the Skyliner from the resort with the mosaics of Tangled and Peter Pan inspired. And those are just gorgeous. And it's a beautiful resort for sure. So
we've heard this before. I just had a recent interview it hasn't played yet for you guys, but they stayed there. They're going to stay. They have rooms. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like it's a DVC resort, but they have an option that's like 10 points and it's a small room, like single room,
mm-hmm.
but they got upgraded to anyways, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. We're getting good reports from the Riviera.
Yes, for sure.
So what'd you eat?
It was gorgeous. So I had the filet. Byron had a lamb shank meal that the waiter had recommended, and he really enjoyed that as well. He said, if you like lamb, it's a great one. And So Byron tried that. We had a ricotta appetizer that the waiter recommended that, was different. But it was good. I don't know if I'd necessarily get it again, but it was always good to try new things. And I think they only had a couple choices on the appetizers right now anyway. Uh-huh. James, my son, he went in, when we sat down, he started placing his order without having a clue of what was on the menu, so he'd had that soup a little bit of my soup the other night at Beaches and Cream. So he told the waiter he wanted soup and he wanted pasta with strawberries or something like that. The waiter was just like, okay, sure, whatever. So he ended up getting not strawberries, but he did have pasta sauce and, with red sauce and and they did have a soup on the menu. So he had the soup too. So that was a lot of fun. So
he has very high tastes.
Oh yes. He tries, I guess.
That's great. He's doing good.
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet tooth, I think also.
Oh yeah, he definitely has a sweet tooth. He does. He had a little gelato there that he also requested as part of his meal for the night. So he probably got that sweet tooth from me, I think. So.
Well, it's a good thing you can share with him now.
That's right. That's right. All the more benefit to travel with him, right?
That's right. They're big at Disney World.
Oh yeah, they sure are.
A pistachio mousse. For dessert? Right.
So it was another, the little circular mousses that they have at Disney. And that was a good one also. It had a little swirl, like chocolate swirl that came with it. And I enjoyed that too. Their mousses are just kind of the right size to just have a little something, but not too much. So yeah, they're a good little size for a sweet into your meal. So I enjoyed that. We had an excellent recommendation from the waiter for our wine. He recommended a bottle of wine that I will never be able to, say the name of, but it was right.
I know. I'm looking at it here. I was like, take a shot if you want, but forget it.
It was like two chemists that got together and then they came up with this wine, and he was really passionate telling us about it. And then he came back after he recommended it and he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't ask you what you like. This is what I like." And we're like, "Hey, we'll try it. Like, that's fine. That's what we enjoy, you giving us those ideas." So.
I agree. I don't know much about wine. So if it's red, I'm pretty happy.
Right.
I think, hey, Lindsay, is that Luke? Yeah. Oh, you already let him in. I don't know if it's Jamie. Did you see Luke? Here, Luke. I'll show you Luke. See Luke?
Aww.
He got that big bump on his head. You can hear him snarling, because he's got...
Oh, I hear him a little bit.
He's all congested.
Did you hear Marty growling a second ago? He was growling, and I was like, oh gosh, I don't know how to get him to stop.
No, I didn't.
My husband's not here right now, so I couldn't, be like, help me.
You want to take him back out?
He wanted to sit.
You gonna sit? Lukey. He was on the podcast making that noise before. You gonna sit down, buddy?
I'll sit with you.
You sit. Sit. Oh boy. You hear him snarling. Yeah, we got two black labs.
Back over. Marty.
Okay, buddy. You relax. All right, we got the black labs together.
That's right.
Luke's making his noise. Hey, Linz, you can let him out now. He takes his big old paw and he pops it on the door.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll keep scratching at it till you let him in. Is that Marty, you said?
It is. He's back.
All right, Marty. If it's not kids, it's dogs on the Geekin' Podcast.
That's right.
All right. You had, I guess this is one of my favorites too, but maybe it was a little different with it not being a buffet.
Yeah.
What was this next one?
So we went to Beer Garden. My husband's family is actually from Germany. I know Marquita's family's from Germany also, right? So
you are right. You know us. Her mom is German through and through. Her dad is actually Latvian, if you wanted to know the truth. Okay. But he, really interesting, he fought in the German army during World War II. Okay. And he spent some time in Germany. Actually, her mom, my wife's mom and dad met as immigrants here in the United States.
Okay.
They came after the war, and they met here in Connecticut, and the rest is history. But yeah, she's German.
Right.
So we have and my dad was stationed in Germany. I was almost born. Put it this way, I was made in Germany, but I was born in the U.S.
Right. Yeah.
My mom and dad were there when my dad was in the Army. So we have both families have an affinity for German food and German culture.
Yeah. My husband was born in Germany. I'm not sure where it all started, but his dad was stationed over there, so he was born there, and he still has some family members that live in Germany as well. So we've been before we had James. We went on a trip there and absolutely loved it, and definitely hope to go back one day. But we went to Beer Garden because I'd heard a lot of good things about the band. I thought would be a lot of fun.
Yep, definitely.
And then just trying the German food there.
I'm glad they had the band. It was good to read that here.
They did. And so that was fun. And during our time, they actually did 2 different, I guess, of their sets or whatever. So
they play a lot.
And James really enjoyed seeing the band, and
great
we
for the
did
kids.
too. So,
yeah, it's a good fun family atmosphere with the big long tables and.
Yeah. And you're not sitting with other families right now at the tables, so they have you separated a little bit more. They still did the little song like with your drink.
Tiki-taki.
Right.
Hoi.
Yeah. They brought everything out to the table, so it was kind of family style, like Garden Grill is or has always been.
Yeah, that works for me.
It was good that way. I felt like the food maybe hadn't been as hot, or it was just something kind of off about the food. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure they probably used to had cultural representatives serving there and everything, and that wasn't the case right now either. So I mean, it's kind of a way it is right now. And we also had a lot of really excellent food to kind of compare it to. So it was, I'm glad that we went because we did enjoy the experience. We just weren't as impressed with the food as I had maybe hoped that we would be. But I'm definitely glad that we went because it was an enjoyable experience for sure. So,
all right. That's fair. Yeah. All right. Well, you did some really outstanding places. So that's, I love the buffets too, but that wasn't the buffet. But still, all right. You got a couple more, I think, still.
Yes. So, I think this is the last few.
2 more.
Lots of food. So, we went to Liberty Tree Tavern. We went a second day to Magic Kingdom, and we have enjoyed Liberty Tree Tavern in the past, but we've never been when you had to do the pre-fixed price, because previously they had a lunch menu that you could order off of, and now it's all just like it was at dinner before, which is just their Patriots platter, and you pay per person, and it's served family style. So in the past, I've always gotten the pot roast, and I love it. Like I got it the first time we went, and I got it the second time we went because I was like, not going to mess up a good thing. So
I would say get the pot roast wherever you go at Disney World, because I'm with you there. I'll have to try some other spots. I had it. Yeah, they have it at a lot of places. I want to say, I always gave Hollywood Studios a hard time, but the Docking Bay 7 had it.
Okay.
So it's around, or over at 50s Primetime, I think.
Right. Yeah, we haven't tried that spot out yet, but definitely should try some other ones.
Put that one on the list. Put that one on your list for Hollywood Studios. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You haven't done all of my recommendations yet.
Right. I've still got some to check off, right?
There's a never-ending list.
Right.
Do they have turkey there? What was it?
They
Stuffing
did. So they got the stuffing and the turkey, and I think they had a pork on there, and then they had the pot roast.
Nice.
They got the mashed potatoes.
That's good.
They've got green beans, and then they had this macaroni and cheese that I had given Disney a hard time about macaroni and cheese because I really hadn't felt like I found a good one before, but this was absolutely excellent. So I would
really why what?
Definitely.
How do you up your game in macaroni and cheese?
I don't know. When you got a 4-year-old, you kind of try different macaroni and cheeses, right? So, I mean, that's kind of how we're trying some of these different macaroni and cheeses last year when we were getting stuff for him. So
you become a macaroni and cheese aficionado.
I guess so. I mean, maybe that's my thing, But yeah.
I don't mean to joke because I love macaroni and cheese. My family always has. My kids, and yeah, we're big fans.
Oh yeah, it was really good. Like I was like, I've got to stop myself from eating this because I knew that the ooey gooey toffee cake was coming at the end, So I had to save room for that too.
They're famous for that one.
Oh yeah, and we've gone to the dessert parties after the fireworks dessert parties, and they've had it there. So I've eaten it at those before, and so it served a little bit different because then you're eating it out of this big casserole dish, so it's a little more gooey everywhere. And this was kind of served on the plate, for our table, and kind of more individually cooked or whatever. But it was still delicious. The salad that came at the beginning of the meal was also like really good. The vinaigrette was great on there too. So it's kind of like our must do, I think, now for us. So we love Liberty Tree Tavern. So
that's cool. Every family's got to have one of those. Our Ohana, I think I would say Ohana is ours.
Yeah.
Have you done Ohana?
We did Ohana last year on a trip. Yeah. Okay. We did. I really enjoyed it. I love an excuse to go to the Polynesian. So we enjoyed it.
Well, before we're going to go over there because that's where your last restaurant is. But I saw you did one of these. You did one of these you saw one of these cavalcades.
Right. So we didn't make it like a mission to try to see the cavalcades like we could have because they come around, I guess somebody was saying like maybe every 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know. If you're kind of on the route that the parade typically comes on, you're probably going to see the cavalcades. But we spent a lot more time like in Fantasyland when we were in Magic Kingdom. So we didn't get to see as many of them. But we did see when we were in the restaurant, we could see the cavalcades. Cool. There was it looked like the Goofy and Friends cavalcade went by. And then they had the Princess cavalcade actually went by, but the videos and images I've seen of the princesses, it's usually they're on floats, but they were actually all walking when we saw them go by. So we could see them enough, but yeah. So it was different seeing them like that, but that was neat too. That. Kind of, yeah.
Mom and Junior telling me they're going to have, instead of the parade for Halloween, they're going to have pieces of the parade kind of popping up through the parks now.
So yeah, we saw the first day we were leaving the Magic Kingdom, they're playing the Boo to You song, but it's not the whole parade. It's just like the Mickey and Friends in all their Halloween costumes, and they've got some of the people holding the little Boo to You sign. So it was fun to hear the Boo to You song and everything, even without the Halloween party and everything.
That's a great song, famous song. That's good. I'm so glad they're doing those. Those have been very popular.
Yeah. And I think it's nice. I think somebody on the podcast mentioned it's kind of a neat magic, adds a little surprise kind of to your day because you don't know when it's going to happen. And then all of a sudden it does. And so we kind of had that experience in Epcot too, kind of just hearing the music. And I was like, wait, something's going to happen. We got to hear, we got to see who's coming by.
I love the surprises. They got to keep that.
Yeah.
All right. Another one of my secret favorites.
Yeah. So we went to Kona. We liked it.
Kona Cafe.
It was, I guess I ordered the sushi, which was good, but it wasn't just like outstanding good. Okay. We did this was kind of like, I was trying to try the like Ohana pot stickers and stuff. And so they had the pot stickers and they had the wings. And so we got both of those and they were both delicious.
I love pot stickers.
Yeah, they were good. I don't know how they normally come out at Kona, but they were kind of in like, they were cooked in like a skillet. So they were like upside down with like the crust on top. And so I don't know, but they were still really good. So
pan fried.
And then Byron got like a pork belly noodle bowl that he said was really flavorful and enjoyed that. And they had the cute little like small dessert cups. And so those were nice to get to try a couple different things. Byron does actually like tiramisu and he was impressed by that one. And he's kind of a high critic on like, I don't know, he's very specific about how he wants the tiramisu to taste. He doesn't really like it too cakey or whatever. So a pudding cup one was a good way to go.
Good. So. I'm a fan of tiramisu also. excellent.
Yeah.
Your husband eats like me. I like the steaks too.
Right.
He had some good stuff. And what did you have?
He had some good stuff. Well, I had the sushi. I just had the sushi as the meal there.
Oh, that's the surf and turf roll? Okay.
Right, yeah. It was like a roll there, so.
And James.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get him. We saw the lobster and crab macaroni and cheese on the menu, and we're like, oh, we'll try that for him. And he was not really a fan at all. And so, and it was nice because the waiter did offer to bring out a kid's macaroni and cheese. But, you know, we were kind of like, at this point, he eats eats stuff sometimes and sometimes he doesn't. So we were like, no, thank you. But that was a nice touch that they did offer to do that. So
good job. Well, Kona Cafe, yeah, that's one of the ones. If you don't have a reservation, you probably can get, and it's usually a pretty good meal. We've had some good meals there. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, it's the Polynesian.
Oh yeah, you get the poly vibe in, and so that was fun. And I always, trying to smell the Polynesian smell as much as I could while I was there. So,
what's the pie? Is it a pineapple smell? What is the Polynesian smell?
I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. I've got some of those oils from that Magic Candle Company, and I don't know that it's quite. There's something that's not there. Somebody said like it's an old chlorine smell from the old fountain, I guess, that used to be in there that should be mixed in with it. But I don't know. It's just a good, just relaxes me when I smell that smell. Yeah. So I don't know. And we've never stayed there. So
Rob Madeira sent me the candle from the Magic Candle. So I've got the candle over here.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Well, great job with the big meals. How about snacks? You have any favorite snacks?
So we aren't huge snackers, mainly I guess because we ate so many big meals on this trip, but we do love Food and Wine Festival. And so we made kind of the snacks there a meal on our Epcot days. My husband is like a major fan of the Le Cellier wild mushroom filet mignon. So we actually ordered like 4 of them at one time. And so they're probably like, oh my gosh, like where are all these people? We honestly should have ordered 5 because apparently James is a big fan too. And so he kept asking for more steak and more because he loves mushrooms too. So I think next time we're going to have to just get him, get an extra one to be able to share it all.
Those are good.
Yeah, they're so good. It's like
a big meal.
Oh yeah,
you guys win the prize. 4 of them.
Yeah,
5.
It worked.
Yeah.
So
keep them coming.
So we did that, and then they have. I think it's a new thing. They have this World Showplace Marketplace now, and it's in that building. I think it's between United States and whatever, I can't think in Epcot where exactly it's located, but they had several different food booths there. And then they also had a pianist. I realized it's Carol Stein that used to be at the Rose and Crown or whatever. After the fact, I realized it was her, but she was playing different Disney tunes on the piano. So it was a nice atmosphere in there. They had the macaroni and cheese booth there. We tried the buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese, and they had a lobster macaroni and cheese. And Byron kind of ordered the buffalo chicken one for him and the lobster one for me. But then we kind of ended up switching because we liked either one better. But the lobster was really good, in the macaroni and cheese, and kind of, I guess, like an etouffee style, more like a sauce, red saucy type style on that. And I think the buffalo chicken had a heavy blue cheese taste, which Byron's not a big blue cheese fan.
Boy, he's a lot like me.
Blue cheese, so.
I'm not a blue cheese fan either. That's funny. We got the same taste, seems like.
And then we also tried, they had like a charcuterie and cheese plate from the Appleseed Orchard, which was inside that same, pavilion marketplace area. That was tasty. Really great are these nitro cake pops that they're doing. I think it's a new thing this year, but I'd seen them on social media and I was like, gotta try those.
Yes. Jeff McCartney told us about, you freeze them.
Yeah.
It's like nitro.
Oh yeah. Right. If you like chocolate, nitrogen. You got to get that because it's.
I was going to say nitroglycerin.
Chocolate on the inside.
It's not nitroglycerin. It's nitrogen.
Right.
They freeze them.
They were right. They were very, very good.
I heard about those. Nice.
Yeah. And then we were at on our last day before we drove home, we went to Animal Kingdom, and we didn't really have breakfast. Actually, I think James had some leftover popcorn from a popcorn bucket for breakfast that day. So,
what kind of mom are you, Jamie?
I know, feeding him steak at Le Cellier steak and then popcorn,
salmon.
And so So
you're doing so good.
I know. I start failing
up until the last day. She lost her concentration.
We did the tiger tail they have at the Isle of Java at Animal Kingdom, and I think it's pretty similar to the Cheshire cat tail that people have talked about before, except it just had orange icing instead of purple icing. But it was tasty. It's got the little chocolate strip inside of it. And then we also tried, I had seen these social media also, these buffalo chicken chips, which were at Trilo Bites in Dinoland, USA and Animal Kingdom. They were pretty good. I would recommend going back for those. They kind of have like those home cooked style or home potato chip style, kind of the dark potato chips. Yeah. And then buffalo chicken. Nice. I'm pretty sure it was ranch and not blue cheese on top of it. And then like some celery and
hot buffalo chicken.
So they were very tasty for sure. Yeah, they were good.
I'm a big fan of buffalo chicken wings. Nice.
Yeah. Those were good.
So you did try some lounging and some drinks I see here too.
Well, we did a little food and wine drink tasting, and then I think some of so there was a mule beer, which I never really heard of. We kind of like Moscow mules, and so they had a mule beer at the Appleseed Orchard at Food and Wine Festival, and that was good. It was different, but it was tasty. Kind of has that ginger taste to it.
Yeah.
That wonderful wine that we had when we were at Topolino's. Yeah. We loved like limoncello and orangecello at Italian restaurants. So Byron really likes the orangecello, so we had to finish our meal with that.
I've not heard of the orangecello. Of course.
Yeah, so they do have the orange as well, and it's good. It's a good one to
limoncello is mom's drink. Limoncello.
Oh, yeah.
The lemon drops and limoncello, that's the mama's drink.
Right. Then Byron found the Knob Creek Disney Select, and he really likes bourbon, so he had a couple of those on our trip.
Nice move.
And I guess I got like the shandy, one of the little lemonade and wheat beer mixes when we had gone to Liberty True Tavern on one of our earlier trips. So I kind of like to order those when I go, just kind of as a refreshing, drink there. So I got some of those as well. So
I like how you just kind of brushed through this, but you wrote it out really nice. The Knob Creek Disney Select Single Barrel Reserve Bourbon.
Right. I had to ask him what it was.
That is. And that's only made for Disney World by Knob Creek, which is a fantastic bourbon. One of my favorites.
Right.
And thank you for reminding me of that, because I'd love to have, I know I've had it, but I would like to have that again sometime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what would be the difference, but it's probably better than what I get here at home. Especially when it's in Disney World. Maybe where you're having
Disney World, right? That's right.
The atmosphere. I think
that makes a difference for sure.
The atmosphere is going to be a much better atmosphere no matter where I am on property. Good stuff.
Right.
All right. How about some first times, Jamie? What'd you do for the first time? These were all first time restaurants, but besides food, I'm loving it. I read through some of your lists here, and I'm loving this. I always want to hear about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because I haven't had a chance to get on it yet.
Right. So we went to Hollywood Studios. The park didn't open until 10, but we had kind of heard to be there. Obviously, want to be there before 10 to try for Rise of the Resistance. So we got there a little bit before 9:30 and got in line for Runaway Railway then. And the line moved. It was 90 minutes. It seemed like it moved quickly. I realized looking back after the fact, I think we only waited in line for 45 minutes, even though it said 90. So
I'd do that for a first time.
The wait times are a little bit inflated, for sure. But I think it was good that we got there as early as we did to do it.
I think they're trying to scare people away, and I don't think they can calibrate it to the distancing and everything.
Right. I think it's hard probably to tell, how many people are actually in each party and everything than when they were filling up everything before, and now they can't do it like that.
I'd do 45 minutes for my first time on that ride for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's worth it. Good fun?
Oh, yeah. We liked it. James is a huge fan of trains, so that was like obvious. We gotta ride this. Oh yes. So
when I was a kid, Jamie, we didn't do a lot of exotic kind of trips when I was a kid, but the one time we did was Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. My parents, I remember the Amish and everything, but my mom has always talked about waiting in line for one of the rides, a roller coaster for us while we went to get something to eat. She held the line and then it started pouring raining and we got there. She was a drowned rat. She's hung in there and saved our spot in line. I'll never forget that. She's always reminded us that the
things your mama does for you, right?
The Hershey Park. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good job.
Yeah. So it was really neat. It's a lot of neat Imagineering that went into the ride, a lot of different components. So we were impressed, and I would definitely love to ride it again. We didn't try to that day, but hopefully we'll be back, again, and we can try for another ride on it.
Sounds like it's worth the wait, guys.
Yes.
All right. So you did one that's been there for a long time for the first time, or you haven't done it for a long time?
Well, I'm pretty sure I went to Animal Kingdom. Well, I know I went to Animal Kingdom when I was in college on a trip with my friends, and I think we went to see It's Tough to Be a Bug, but we have avoided it so far with James because his first few trips he was under 3 and then he turned 3. And so he was kind of at an age where sometimes people say, oh, you got to avoid Tough to Be a Bug because it'll scare kids. And so I didn't really remember everything about it when I was sitting there and it was going on. And Byron had never done it before. Fortunately, James wasn't traumatized. I mean, it's not too scary. It's just some things, jump out and different little, seeing things in 3D glasses and bugs like that, are a little unnerving to a kid. But
I thought it was the bugs that bite you in the butt. That's the
right.
That's the scary part.
Yeah. So we enjoyed it, and it was fun. So I don't know if he would be like, let's go see that again, but it was a neat one to do. So
good. I want to hear about this Lightning McQueen, because that's one that probably a lot of people haven't had a chance to see.
Right. So it's cool. And we've been before and haven't gone to that. So it was kind of a good thing to take time to do. James does enjoy watching, Disney Plus. He likes the car movies and everything. So I thought this would be something neat that he would enjoy. It's like a big, basically Lightning McQueen is right there on the stage, and animatronic, it's got the eye movement and everything. It's kind of a little show. I can't remember if it was Cars 2 or Cars 3 where he gets on the simulator, but you kind of got that going on and some chants and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun for kids, and I'm sure it's a different experience when it's full in there, but they did a great job again in all of the shows and everything, having space between families and everything, so you didn't feel like you were too close to anybody, and everybody's still wearing their masks and everything too. So but it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it for sure. So got the songs and all that kind of stuff. So James enjoyed it.
We enjoyed that one too. I heard some people say it was kind of lame, and then I was like, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty amazing. Yeah. Animatronic for sure. With the
right. Yeah. Really cool what they do.
For sure. All right. How about some fun and interesting stories, Jamie?
We had the waiter at Tutto Italia brought out gelato for James on our first night. I really didn't think, because they're doing a mobile check-in thing, which is pretty cool now. So it actually comes up and alerts you from My Disney Experience when it's time to sign, time to do your check-in on your phone. And you can even tell if it's a birthday or anything that you're celebrating. And I think I didn't say anything about that on there. And the waiter brought out gelato with a candle in it, which I thought was so sweet, because I've never seen a candle come out on a dessert in Disney World.
Right.
And we found out it was the waiter's birthday 2 days before. And so James ended up singing happy birthday to him, which was a really sweet, cute moment. So
you guys had some good interactions with cast members, didn't you?
We did. We really had a lot of great interactions with cast members, especially, dining, since we did spend a lot of time on the food on this trip. So I had a cast member when we were in line for Slinky Dog. She found out that it was James's first time. And so she said, do you want to ride in the front or the back? And that was kind of sweet, that they were able to do that. I'd heard that they're not really letting people ask, for locations of seating or anything at this moment. It was sweet for James to get that option, and he picked the front. My husband was like, "Oh, he should have picked the back. It would have been more fun." I said, "Oh no, he wants to be up there by Slinky." So that was really cool.
Well, he likes the roller coasters then.
He does. Yeah, he does. So I'm glad, because I was a scaredy cat when I was a kid. So I'm glad he's all about it.
I've had some of these adventurous young kids on the podcast recently.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to know that they're getting on there early and having fun. And
that's right.
What's this with Space Mountain that was unexpected?
Well, so since everybody's kind of separated, when you're a single rider, you're by yourself in the car. And so I just felt like I was like the only person going through the roller coaster. And it was kind of, I don't know, Space Mountain, it's like every time you go to me, it's like a different experience because it's in the dark and you kind of forget where all the turns are.
True.
It was just kind of like a whole new experience on Space Mountain, being by yourself, on Space Mountain like that. So,
really? So did Byron go out by himself? No, James didn't go.
Well, yeah. So James isn't tall enough, so we had to do like the rider swap with that one, and so we went by ourselves. So
yeah, I don't know if I want to be by myself on that one. Not that not that you can hold anyone's hand on that one or anything, but still.
Right. Oh yeah.
That is spooky.
Yeah. It was pretty spooky. I mean, I when I did that, I was like, okay, I know I never want to do this completely in the dark at one of the parties. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Yeah, that does have a different experience every time. I still like that one. It's kind of bumpy too.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, it is. It's a good one. Even though it's an old one, it's a good one for sure. So
wow. We were talking about special family moments, and James, we talked about Slinky Dog, but he also went on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, then the Brown Train.
Right. Yeah, the Brown roller coaster. So he got to do that, and we actually did ride that twice on his birthday. So the wait times are, I think it was listed probably at like 50, it might have been listed at 40 or 50 minutes. I think you wait less than that, just like I said before. So we kind of carved out the time to do that versus, trying to go on a bunch of other rides that day. And so he loved that.
Yeah. So what did you think about the crowds? When people were first getting back into the parks, they seemed really low. I'm getting reports that the crowds are up there a little bit. Was it different on weekends or on weekdays, or what'd you feel about the crowds?
I think that the crowds are more than what maybe I thought they were going to be, but they were still much, much, much less than what they ever were before. I looked back actually at, like, we did one of those super zoom pictures at Magic Kingdom when we were there for G3. And so you can kind of see the crowd in front of the castle and everything. And Byron and James and I did one of those on this trip. And so you can kind of see like a good comparison of crowd sizes. Yeah. And it's totally different. There was lots less people. And even like when we were walking into the park, Magic Kingdom, on one of our mornings, Byron and I with James, I was saying, do you remember when we were here? Because we went like President's Day weekend, which was a really, really busy weekend in February. And it was worlds different from where that was. So you still feel like you see a lot of people, but it's nothing like it was in the past for sure. So I feel like I definitely hope to go back, and not wait a long, long time before I do that. I would definitely go back.
So the ride lines weren't too bad for you?
I don't think they were too bad. I think looking at the app, you kind of see the wait times and you think, well, that seems kind of, it's still lower than what it is normally, but you still think, do I want to wait in that line? Right. Once you get there, most of the time, it's not as long as what it says.
I know normally our rule would be if it's less than 30 minutes, we'd get on it. Anything over that, we'd probably bypass it, but that's a little different now. I can see.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to one of our segments we like calling the overrated and underrated. Did you find anything overrated at Disney World?
Well, I just got to say, everybody that's gotten a pass for Rise of Resistance is just luckier than I am. I've tried and I haven't been able to do it. So
gosh, I think it's been a little worse since they reopened too.
Yeah, because I think their numbers are, they're not as able to put as many people through the ride as they were. We tried in February when we went, and like I said, that was President's Day weekend. It was shoulder to shoulder in that park, like trying to get those the passes for the Rise of Resistance. So we didn't get it that time, and I was really frustrated that day. And so we tried for it again this time because I thought hopefully maybe with less people and less crowds we'll be able to get it.
Sure.
I probably just don't have the knack for exactly how you're supposed to log in there.
Don't know.
I mean,
I don't know that there is
doing it
one
at the right moment, or whatever. So I tried it at the first option, which was at 10 o'clock. And then they actually have a second time at 2 when you can do it too.
I know.
Because
right.
Byron thought, I can do it. You didn't do this right. So he tried it. Of course, he didn't get it either. So,
my gosh, your husband sounds like me.
Yeah,
he eats like me and he sounds like me.
So this ride's like the holy grail that we're still after.
Oh my
at Disney
gosh,
World.
I'm so sad.
We're still trying to do it. But,
yeah, that is not fair.
The other thing is James isn't tall enough for it right now. So I mean, it would be me experiencing it by myself, and so maybe it's meant to be for us to get to try to wait when we can all ride it together later. So who knows?
All right. Well, let's be a little more positive with how about anything that's underrated.
So I think that the opportunity of coming now, while there's not the night shows and everything, really gave me the opportunity to appreciate kind of the evenings and kind of the downtime, because I'm like all right, let's go to the parks and let's not go home until everything's shut down, kind of person. And so we had some really great moments, even with leaving the restaurants. We had the meals at Epcot kind of when park was starting to close and everything, and kind of getting to see everything in a lot more quiet, and us being able to go to bed a little earlier and wake up a little more refreshed was good too. So I have the knowledge of taking the time to slow down and appreciate, not slow down and appreciate it, but slow down and take more time to kind of rest on your vacation too, instead of just going for it all the time. So
nice. Yeah. Well, when things are open, what's usually your favorite kind of extra thing? I didn't realize you were a go full stink from rope drop to the kiss goodnight, huh?
For sure, yeah.
I wouldn't have figured you for that person, Jamie. You surprised me.
Our favorite, we love the dessert party, the Happily Ever After dessert party. I love it so much. When we went our last trip, my parents hadn't been since they took my brother and I in 1989, and they hadn't been back since. So when we all came, I thought they might not decide to come back again, because they're not like I am about Disney for sure. Yeah. So I was like, we got to go to the dessert party, and we had a fun experience on that trip, because it was fun, but also bad because it was raining, of course. I'm like, here we are, our one time at this dessert party. They still had the fireworks. They still had the projections. Tinkerbell didn't fly, but it was really funny because we ended up watching the fireworks under our stroller cover, because everybody didn't pack their rain ponchos and everything we should have too. So, but my mom and my brother and sister-in-law and everybody still talks about how much they enjoyed the fireworks, experience from that special that special area that they have for Happily Ever After. So I think, for the dessert party folks. So.
I think from the Geekin family, that's a consensus that they enjoy the dessert parties, especially happy. Oh yeah. Happy. It's an extra charge, but they all have told me it's worth it.
Right. The seating or the special area that's set aside for the ticketed event is definitely worth it. And I would love to try like one of the Epcot, ones in the future. We enjoy that for sure.
So what do you think your little James's favorite part of Disney World is? I like this must do you had written down. That's an interesting one.
For the one for kids. Yeah. For kids. Yeah. So James loves the trains in Germany. I mean, like I said, he's crazy about the trains. I think they're a great place to there's benches. You can kind of sit down and relax. The kids get to look at the trains. He does love the trains for sure. This trip, I think, every day you ask him, it's different. Of course, the day after we went to the pool, was the favorite thing. But I think his favorite was the Runaway Railway ride this trip, even though the first time on the roller coaster. So he kind of has the top three, I guess, for
Seven
for
Dwarfs.
His top favorite.
He's all about trains.
Yeah, he is for sure. So
did you get him on? What's the train? Yeah, my brain always goes
Barnstormer.
Is
that one?
No, that's a good one. I wasn't gonna ask about that one.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the over near Splash Mountain. The train.
No, he's not tall enough for that one yet, but he's seen videos of that one, of the Big Thunder Mountain, and he really wants to ride that. We did do the train to conservation station. So that was like a must do for us. We did it on another trip to Animal Kingdom. We had to do it again. Again this time too. Right. Yeah. The Planet Watch or what. Yeah.
Did they have the drawing? Were you able to do the drawing up there?
They were doing the drawing. We didn't participate in the drawing on this trip. We kind of were doing the Wilderness Explorers a little bit, so we were doing that.
The regular train, the train around Magic Kingdom is it closed now?
It's closed, and I'm not really sure where they have it because they used to have it still at the main station. You could go up there and look at it, but they've got characters kind of stationed in that area now, so I don't believe you can go upstairs. And then at one time it was in the area between like the station that's in near the Barnstormer over there. You could still see the train, but it looked like they had like plants put up where you couldn't even see it because he was always like, I want to see the train. So
I was gonna say you got a lot of trains in Disney World when you think about it.
Yeah, there's lots of options for a train lover for sure.
Well, as it gets older, they do when they get things back and they have a train tour.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that one day for sure.
Whoever's doing the tour is going to think James is awesome because James is going to be right there listening to every minute of it. That's great.
He will be.
I love it.
They also have some character meets, that you can still kind of do character meets, the socially, distance one. And that was cute. We saw Joy in the little grassy area by the Figment ride.
Oh, cool.
We kind of saw Pooh catching butterflies from a distance, but we actually got a little picture of James and Joy that was pretty cute over there. And she saw his little birthday button and was, was interacting with him like that.
Oh, that's new, right? Because
the magic
she's inside usually in Epcot.
Right, yeah. So she was out there in the grass kind of playing around. So
awesome.
that was really cute.
I love it. Did you guys learn anything new on this trip, Jamie?
So we tried preferred parking since we drove to Magic Kingdom. We tried that out. I didn't really realize you only have to pay kind of the difference if you're already a resort guest or an annual pass holder. So that's kind of a neat tip if you wanted to try something like that out.
That save you some money then?
Because I think the regular parking, if you weren't, a resort guest is like $25 and maybe the other is like $50. So you kind of pay the different, the like 25 right. For that. We just kind of didn't, we could have had the option, of taking like an Uber or something and maybe being a little bit closer to the station. And so it would have worked out to be around the same price, doing that, having the car.
Yeah.
So it was an option if you wanted to, especially if you wanted to go back to your car for some reason during the day and then go back, into the park.
Where's the preferred parking in Magic Kingdom?
It's pretty close up there to the, to kind of the bridge where you go under on your way to ticket and transportation, the ticket and transportation.
Still got a little bit of a walk there. It's not.
Right.
That was probably the farthest one. But,
yeah. Right. Because they're not running any of the trams or anything right now, as well. So.
Yes. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
All right. That's something new. Anything go different than you expected it?
I think like we were kind of talking about, the parks seem to be a little more crowded than kind of what I think some had, indicated in the past maybe. And people I think are feeling more comfortable traveling and things like that maybe. And so, but still it's much different from going, like I said, in February earlier this year or a year ago. You're not going to see the crowds that you saw, at those times. And so things are a lot easier to kind of do and take your time and everything doing. So.
Well, I see something else that you guys did with James with coins.
Oh, yes. He got interested in the penny press thing. And so that was kind of fun. Every time he saw a machine, he wanted to get those. And we didn't have enough coins this trip, so we're going to have to get more coins. They do have those that go off the dollar, or some of them that you can run a credit card to do. But I think that'll be kind of something fun for us to start doing, collecting the coins to do it when we go to Disney the next time. So
what do you got to bring for coins? You got to bring pennies, obviously.
I think you have to bring, I think it's like 51 cents maybe. So you got to bring a penny, and then you got to bring like
some quarters,
50 cents for that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that was fun doing that.
Well, you're one of our Geekin' experts. What do you tell newcomers? You got any good strategies either, especially for things that are going on now down in the parks?
Yes. I think just like don't let the wait times on the app deter you from checking out the ride. If it's something you want to go to, it's probably a good idea to go, especially right now, without fast passes, maybe try to do like each land kind of area on it, before, rather than going back and forth across the park. That way you're not spending a lot of time, walking all over like that. But, we saw, I think Safari looked like it was 40 minutes, but we were like, let's go anyway, because we want to ride on it. When we got over there, it was only 25 minutes. And so maybe the app just hadn't updated or whatever, but it's worth going to check it out. And don't let the lines scare you right now too, because sometimes the lines are more outside, like Frozen didn't have a lot. The Frozen ride at Epcot didn't have a lot of, they weren't utilizing a lot of the indoor space for the wait times. They were using a lot more of the outdoor space. And so,
should you rope drop?
It moves pretty quickly. I mean, I still say you should rope drop. Yeah. I had kind of seen some things about maybe if you did rope drop, you're going to be dealing with a lot of big crowds, but we didn't experience that at all. I mean, everything was moving very well, and they have everything, so there are not a lot of people crowding in any areas. So it's worth getting to the parks early for sure if you can, just so you can take advantage, like we did at Hollywood Studios, of being there ahead of time. So.
How about the sanitizer? They have plenty of things clean. Were you feeling safe?
They did. We saw them cleaning ride vehicles. We had to wait, I think, one time for a ride because they were cleaning. So they are definitely taking the time to do that. They do have hand sanitizer available before you get on every ride and after you get off every ride, which is great. I took my own, everybody kind of likes to have their own stuff too. So yeah.
I got Mickey Mouse.
Got the Mickey one. So, bring extras, because I dropped one when we bought popcorn one time and so I couldn't find it. So it's good to have an extra one as well. But they are keeping everything clean and they're just being serious about, making sure people are making everybody feel safe. With right now them having the mask rules, they're making sure everybody's, got their mask above their nose, and that makes me feel more comfortable being there for sure. So
I love it. I'm glad to be hearing that from everybody. Well, you got a lot of recommendations from the Geekin podcast. What would you recommend? What are you recommending to all your friends and all your geeks?
I think definitely take the time to check out Topolino's, because it was great. It's a beautiful, great opportunity to visit a beautiful resort and have a delicious meal and have some have some great views of the Walt Disney World property too. So I highly would recommend it. I have a friend that lives in St. Augustine, and her brother-in-law comes down to Disney a lot. And I said, you got to go meet him at Topolino's sometime, because it's excellent. I definitely would go back. Might not be an every trip thing, but definitely special occasion kind of thing to go back to for sure.
Especially with those views, and I bet you can have even a drink up there if you wanted to. Check it out. That's a great
for sure.
Ride the Skyliner. Check out the Riviera Resort, the Topolino's. That's a great exploration. Well, I knew you were going to bring your A game, Jamie. You brought the food. That's what we want to hear, the stories. And I appreciate you being a big listener for us. And hope I get to see you again in the parks one of these days.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm planning to come to G3 in February. So bring in James and Byron along this time.
All right. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll.
Now we don't bite. Now you probably know. Right. We won't embarrass you.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh. Well, it'll be great to see you then. I love it.
Absolutely.
And, definitely stay in touch, all right?
Yeah, I will for sure. Thanks for having me back on. I appreciate it.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Great job, Jamie. As always, I've met Jamie down at the G3. I've been posting pictures of our G3 along with Kevin Curtis Allen. It's been a year ago that we were down there for our Grand Geeking Gathering, and we're getting excited for the next one. I got to do some shout outs. Well, first, Daniel Ginger. I told you I'd give you a shout out, Daniel. He's a Patreon supporter, and he's been messaging me this week about how much he enjoys those live recordings and the coffee walks. He especially said he liked a recording I put out there with an interview I did with a professor from New York State University earlier this year, and I had to go back and listen to it. But Daniel, thank you so much for the kind words you sent me in the messenger. I really appreciate it. It really helps to know someone's enjoying what I'm doing with the podcast. So thank you, Daniel. And thanks for coming to our Zoom call. We did a G3 planning Zoom call. Daniel was there, and I want to thank Penny and Travis and Amber, Glenn or Ben Kessler, I think was there, or both. Angela, Wendy was there, Tony Ann, Samantha, and Kevin Curtis Allen. Thanks, you guys, that we had just so much fun. Oh, Auntie Judy was there too. I was asking them what state they're from. I'm trying to make a list of all the states I have represented and the countries that have come on to the podcast as guests. I've got half the states recorded for sure, and a couple countries. So I'm going to continue to search for all those guests that I've had on and where they're from. I really enjoy that. But the planning meeting was really just a fun chat, get together. We really know what we're doing. We just made a couple of little tweaks, but it was more about getting together and knowing each other. We'll do another Zoom call next month if you're interested. I know a lot of people couldn't make it this time, but that was a good crowd to have on. It was a lot of fun to do those Zoom calls, get to know each other and talk more. Get excited about the G3 coming up, which is February 2021. Can you believe we got 90 people in our private Facebook group that's just devoted to that Geek and Family reunion? And a reminder, February 18th, Thursday, Magic Kingdom will be in. Friday, February 19th, Hollywood Studios. February 20th, Magic Kingdom. And then the 21st in Epcot. Mom and Judy have been booking geeks for that trip and all into next year. Thank you, everyone who's been looking at those discounts Disney posted for January through April, and they're booking trips into next year, getting excited. I think next year is going to be a big year for the Geek and Family. Booking your trips with us is one way you can support us voluntarily. And also, if you join our patreon.com/geekinonww, you can donate a monthly pledge to our show. I want to thank Glenn Kessler, who helped me get that all started up. They surprised me with this, the Geek and Family. I've got a little promo that Glenn did a little while ago. I'll play right now for you.
Hey geeks, Glenn Kessler here from Maryland. I wanted to let you know that if you enjoy the podcast and Facebook community as much as I do, there's something you can do to say thank you and help ensure that both continue. We know Kurt's not the kind of person to ask for anything, so I'm happy to ask on behalf of all of those whose lives are enriched by having fun Disney content delivered to us through the podcast each week, a safe and positive Facebook group to share our Disney thoughts, and new friends constantly forming through this lovely community. So if you feel like I do, you can donate to the podcast through Patreon. There, you'll be able to set up monthly donations or a one-time gift. Every little bit helps to defray the cost of the podcast or bring extra content our way. Just go to patreon.com. That's Patreon, and search Geekin' on WDW. Thanks, geeks. Hope to see you soon.
Thanks again, everyone, for your support on the podcast. Till next week, have a great week. I really appreciate you geeking with us every single day. We appreciate you listening and geeking with us on that private Facebook group. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day and week, and I hope all your dreams come true.
got it now, I think.
Yeah, you got it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Perfect.
Sorry, I didn't realize I needed to update my Zoom to get in, so
Oh, did
I
you?
had to do that.
All right. I hadn't heard that before, but not surprised.
Well, I hadn't pulled the app open in a while, so I think I just had to log in and everything to it. So.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Did it? You want to know who you are?
Yeah. So.
All right. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm just getting my notes all lined up on the screen. You sure had a lot of notes.
I know. Probably got too much, right?
I don't know. Let's see. I know you Southerners can talk.
That's true.
That's what Ben Kennedy, was it Ben? Yeah, Ben he says that all the time.
Yeah, I just finished listening to his episode, so
I don't want to generalize.
It's true.
It's true. All right. She admits it. That's cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Good for a podcast.
Right.
Yeah, what do you do, Jamie? You do medical? I see your name.
Yeah, I'm a dermatology physician assistant. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Still got your work clothes on.
So, yep.
Well, I got my work clothes on too.
Yeah, I like it.
Coronado Springs.
Yeah. Yep.
I dress down in the office.
Yeah.
Working from home.
Yeah. My husband's been home since all this started, so he's in a t-shirt every day.
You got a black lab too, like my Luke.
Yeah.
Looks just like my Luke. Oh.
Yeah, he's giving me kisses. This is Marty.
Marty kisses too.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Like my Luke. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they got the same personality.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How old's he?
He's like 40. We're not really sure. He wandered up to my parents' lake house, and we got him. I think it was, let's see, like 2018, I think. So
somebody abandoned him.
Yeah, he had just we could never find. He didn't have a chip or anything like that. And he's like the sweetest.
He's
so
beautiful.
good because yeah, thank you. He's my son, has just turned 4, and so they've we've had him ever since. I guess James was not quite 2. He's about a year and a half. So he's pretty calm with him, and lets him play and tolerates all the pulling and all that little kids kind of tend to do on dogs. So
my black lab was tough with the bite. When you played, he would bite kind of hard when he played because they don't know any better.
Yeah,
but we trained him. Yeah, I think a weaker family would have given up on my black lab Luke early on, but he's
right.
He's awesome. He's he's been battling a little cancer right now.
Oh gosh, so, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he's near. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
taking it day by day, but he's he's such a good boy.
Yeah, we didn't really have a dog that I was as close to growing up, so it's like hard now thinking, oh my gosh, so close to him,
We're in the family.
Yep,
big
for
fan.
Sure.
I'm a big fan.
Oh yeah.
All right, I think I'm ready, Jamie.
All right,
let's do it. Oh, I'll tell you, I gotta warn everybody now that I got sound effects on the board here. So when I do your free fun facts intro, I'm gonna say, welcome Jamie Gives, and then I'm gonna hit the as well as the
all right.
So then you can wait till after that to say your hellos.
Okay.
Your hi geeks. You know the drill.
Right.
Good job, Jamie.
Thank you.
I love it.
Sorry, maybe it's too much.
No. You notice I cut down a little bit. I kept it to an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's fine.
I kept it to an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you had a lot. So it's so nice when people give me their notes, and most people do actually. I don't have to wing it very often, but it helps me to. Yeah,
that's why I was trying to finish it last night because I thought I've got so much you need to tell me I I can't say everything, so I wanted to send it on.
I think I did pretty good getting everything in there, as much in there as we could.
Yeah.
Great detail.
And this trip truly was a lot of influence from the podcast and the Facebook group and everything. It's like I hear about these things and I'm like, we got to go do this, we got to go do that. And it was a great thing to look forward to, you know, during all this, you know, all this mess.
Gosh, yes. For sure. So, we all need we all need a good positive lift.
For sure.
Man, it's been rough. It's been rough.
Yeah. We've had a different experience with it down south probably, but you know.
Yeah. How so?
Yeah. I just feel like I don't know that people take it as seriously probably as, you know, from what I've heard about, you know, everybody doing the
certainly
more enforced, you know, stuff up you know, closer in your area, you know, so
that has been an interesting thing. Well, I don't know so much, you know, I live kind of in a suburb country area. Mm-hmm. So I mean I'm not in a city really too, so I think that's different. I mean I don't really feel unsafe at all. Probably kind of similar, maybe that's unwarranted. I don't know, but I don't feel like there's a lot in my immediate area. I could be wrong. I don't know, but
yeah.
Even though we're even close to New York, it's kind of surprised me that we didn't have as many when it was really hot in New York City.
That's good
because we had a lot of New Yorkers move out of the city. We see a lot of New York plates in my area now.
Oh, really?
People have moved out. Matter of fact, someone bought the house right next door from New York. And even when I go on my walks in my neighborhood, I see New York plates all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we were kind of like that. I think New Yorkers always thought Northwest Connecticut was kind of a cool place. Some of the wealthy folks have some amazing homes up in this area.
Yeah.
Especially more northwest in our state, but famous people, that kind of thing, but more so now. But,
well, I mean, I have to wear a mask at work all day, and you know, that was why I felt comfortable. You know, I don't know, I just feel
you're used to
being
it.
Around people that are doing it, and it's not enforced like in the stores here. You know, we got back from Disney World, and my husband was like, "I don't understand why people are not wearing the mask at the grocery store. Like people are,
that's
you know."
A little weird. So
I guess I felt comfortable for sure. You know, somewhere where they were taking
more precaution than you did at home.
Precautions and everything, right? Yeah, exactly. So
interesting perspective.
Cool. And somewhere that I'm comfortable and enjoy and all that kind of stuff. So
you kind of have a sense of security there, probably in the first place. Yeah.
Just lots of, you know, the warm fuzzy feeling you get when you get on property and you get that away from everything and all that, you know,
I
that
understand.
Disney, that wonderful bubble, you know,
the magic is there.
For sure.
All right. Well, I have been recording a bunch. Well, I don't know. I got like 4 of them, including one I'm editing right now. So, it might be a month before you hear this.
All right. We'll be able to remember everything again, listening to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and closer.
I didn't really want to listen to mine the last time. My husband's like, "Okay, let's listen to it." So I guess it'll be like that again. You know, he'll have to hear what all I said about him on here.
We talked about him a lot.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's it's hard to hearing yourself back, but now that you're a veteran, it won't be so bad. The more you do it, the easier it is.
Right. Right.
Awesome. Well, good. We'll see you in February, and take care.
So.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Good talking to you.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.